Alright, so we're in the home stretch. Just 2 of these role quests to go. Start with the melee DPS. Storm Clouds Brewing. The Lominsan delegate would entreat your aid in dealing with a grave threat back home. What is it this time? Ah, Gaddis. On behalf of Admiral Blofiswan, God, those fucking Rogadin names, I thank you for your many deeds in service to Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I thank you for your efforts in delivering this star from catastrophe. Unfortunately, we will receive troubling tidings that beasts akin to those that plagued radz-at-han have been sighted on the Lenosian coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat, yet there's much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would be a great boon to us. Will you help us? I will do all that I can. Wouldn't be much of a hero if I refused, would I? I mean, that's the smart-ass answer, I would say. Excellent! The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and martial prowess on our side, I am certain. Praise emet-selch for Limsa as soon as you're able. The Secretariat at Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival. Ah, our man at radz-at-han told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival. Glad you could join us, Gaddis. I only wish it were under better circumstances. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed there. Although you and the Scions have averted the final days, blasphemies continue to appear in certain regions, Vilbrin being among them. Tell him what we know. Wait a minute, this dialogue... Okay, so I did finish the Endwalker MSQ, but initially these role quests are available prior to, you know, averting the calamity or the catastrophe, so would this dialogue have been different? Because this is reflecting the fact that I did already finish it. That's kind of interesting. The first report came a few days ago from one of our men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While we had our suspicions, it was only later that a connection to the final days was confirmed by a most unlikely source, the Sahagin. We've been treating their tempered for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with the Limsa. I keep wanting to say Lominsa. It is one such faction that has provided the most comprehensive reports in all their alarming detail. They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incident at radz-at-han to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of the beasts, a blasphemy, as it was decided we would call them, prowls our waters as we speak. We may have been spared the final days, but so long as this abomination remains to harry us, we cannot truly say the storm has passed. Fortunately, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, if we are to spare our people the horror that befell radz-at-han, that fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. Yeah, if you get unprotected people all grouped together, you're just asking for like a mass tempering or a mass turning. As such, Admiral Blofiswan has decided to keep those involved to a minimum and lead the investigation herself. God, you're always putting yourself in harm's way. But that's what I respect about you. And I would have you at my side. What say you? Of course. You have my thanks. We will depart at once to meet our Sahagin allies and gather what knowledge we can, that we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at South Tidegate soon. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. It's well past our agreed-upon meeting time, but the Sahagin are nowhere to be seen. They did not seem the sorts to break their word. This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the guards and search Halfstone for any sign of them. Did they already get turned? Null is in danger. Quickly, to his aid! What? Oh. So I don't fight the thing that's right here. I have to go elsewhere, apparently. Okay, different one. Hey, you little fish dude. Many thanks, Shorewalker. Pray tell, is my companion safe? If that's the one that was with Merlwyb, then yeah. The Admiral herself comes to our aid. Glad tidings indeed. You too have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before those beasts return. I mean, I could just kick all their asses, but sure, let's go. Everyone's still alive. Good. But not if we stay out here too long. Inside, quickly. Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts would have made short work of us had you not intervened. And yet, it brought me no joy to watch them die. For, unbelievable as it may sound, until a short time ago, they were none other than our very own spawn brothers. At first, we thought them merely cursed, but our talisman and magics availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse. 'Twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called blasphemies. Blasphemies? Pray tell us more. That would be your area of expertise, Goddess. Yeah, it's a bit of a long story. Turned into beasts by the power of despair? This is horrifying indeed. Thus far, the phenomenon here in Lenosha has been limited to the Sahagin. Why is that? I cannot say. Yet I wonder if the crushing tide are involved in some way. I know not of this crushing tide. Word of them has yet to reach you, I see. It all began when the Indigo Matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady. Tragic as this was, there was one small solace. She was not fond of shorewalkers, and so deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limsa Lominsa. There remain, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group called the Crushing Tide. Even now they seek to summon the Lord of the World anew and consign all finless ones into the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they can do naught but gnash their teeth in desperation. And you suspect these feelings of helplessness are the cause of their transformations? Just so. Those of our spawn brothers who turned into those beasts had been fraternizing with the Crushing Tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them to still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider this situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind. These guys talk too much like the Ananta. I feel like I'm doing too many S's. Tell me this. Are the Crushing Tide even now under Leviathan's thrall? If freed from their drowned state, might they not listen to reason? Were it only so simple. All but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of our nation alliance, we will do what we can to save your brethren. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, for this man has bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan. Yeah, I kind of just killed some gods recently too, so I think amongst them, Leviathan's pretty easy pickings. The great goddess Ronfar in the flesh. Honored am I to stand in your presence. Wait, you didn't recognize me until the name was said? Oh well. Together we will weather this storm and usher in a new age of harmony. This I swear. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we will be sure to share it with you. I ask that you do the same. Indeed, we shall. Until such time, I watch over my spawn brothers and pray that no more succumb to the change. Welcome back. Thanks to you and all, I now possess a proper understanding of the challenge we face. 'Tis a daunting task that lies before us. We'll continue to cooperate with the Sahagin to learn all we can. Once we have located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. Till then, I ask that you remain at the ready. Clearly, the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Crushing Tide. The Secretariat has recent developments to share. All right. Your timing cannot be better. I was right here. The Admiral has just this moment returned from meeting with the Sahagin. I shall inform her of your arrival. Ah, Gaddis. I'm glad you're here. We have decided on our next course of action. As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Sahagin may be one, but the blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who succumb to the change have been affiliated with the Crushing Tide, who continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may yet have a chance at peace. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. On one front, we shall work in tandem with our Sahagin allies to redouble our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we will share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we will pursue a dialogue with the Crushing Tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table, and then see what can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will no doubt be the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. 'Tis a discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. It will be no easy task, but we succeeded with the kobolds, and I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahagin as well, so long as we parlay in good faith. Yeah, don't use your life again as a bargaining chip, please. I can only hope the Crushing Tide share that sentiment. I doubt they will listen. Let's not be too negative. No negative Nancys in Endwalker. We gotta be positive. Positive, Pollies? I don't know if there's a term for that. I can only hope the Crushing Tide share that sentiment. You're wise to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Null has sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself the leader of the Crushing Tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face at the Sapsa spawning grounds, and would like to have you at my side, if you do not object, that is. Yeah, sure. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at the South Tide Gate when you are ready. From there, we will go together. All prepared, are you? Dao is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Or attacked? Let us speak with the Sahagin here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed light on what may be keeping him. One more thing. I come here as a representative of Limsa Lominsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust that you understand. And with that, let us be off. Don't worry, I'll crack some skulls. Okay, she's accompanying me now. Cool. Belligerent Sahagin. Psh, what is this? Since when are filthy shore walkers free to intrude upon our sacred spawning grounds? Pray forgive our intrusion. We seek an audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find him? You will do no such thing, shore walker. We have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Begone! Wait, what the fuck? We had an agreed meeting. What is this? We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. Don't make me kick your ass, fish man. Stoic, Sahagin. Maybe this one will be more willing to listen? Oh, maybe not. Psh, why do you trespass in our domain, vile shore walkers? We mean you no harm. We come only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him? Psh, we desire no parley with the shore walkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Sahagin would grow and flourish. I mean, there's a lot of you around here, so whatever. Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work towards a peaceful solution. Psh, empty words from thieving shorewalker. But so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You'll find him by the entrance, though mark my words, you will wish you hadn't. We shall see. I thank you for your aid. Oh, this guy looks familiar. Shore walkers in our spawning grounds? To what do I owe the displeasure? Speaker Dao, I presume. Our apologies for entering into your home unannounced. I am Merlwyb, Chief Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and this is Goddess Ranfauer. We come seeking a parley that we might strive for peace between our peoples. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will only lead to needless suffering. The menace both our people face is great indeed. If ever there was a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at the South Tide Gate for formal negotiations. Shorewalkers and Sahagin coming together? What assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set forth within your territory? I mean, we have other Sahagin friends. Couldn't they also, hang around just to show that we're good? I can offer you naught but my word. We open the gates to you and invite you into our home as a show of respect. I do not trust you, shorewalker, but never let it be said that Dao of the Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge and your people will drown in their own blood. Very well, Master Dao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Null as well. I would have our Sahagin allies join us at the parley. Good, that's what I was thinking. Have a neutral third party that both can agree on. Everyone carrying their weapons. If we're negotiating, shouldn't we drop them? Thank you for joining us here, Master Dao. Psh, the air here sickens me. Be brief. Aye, let us get straight to the heart of the matter. A common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potential to bring death without end to both Sahagin and Lominsan alike. These circumstances call for swift and united action. Are they not up to speed on what's been happening? You doubt our intentions, but I remind you, we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless other Sahagin have joined us of their own free will, that we may ensure the survival of both our peoples. Aye, by their deeds have the Lominsans proven themselves worthy of our trust. Master Dao, you and your crushing tide want only to secure a future for your people. Uh-oh, this music just changed. What's going to happen? I say to you, this can only be done by confronting this threat together. Threats? Threats? What is this threat you speak of? Have you been living under a rock this whole time? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the Serpent Reavers. They are the only shore walkers I deign to call friend. You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to your Lord of the World? I do. For that, and that alone, will ensure peace between us. Okay, so you've chosen death. Preposterous! You propose not alliance, but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all Sahagin. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The shore walkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan and espouses the lunacy of our sworn foes. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our God and conspire to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We must not let this stand. Are you gonna try to fight me right now? Oh no, they're gonna turn instead. Psh, for shame, forsaken by our spawn brothers, they side with the finless ones and blaspheme our Lord Leviathan. They who steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children, our future, our future. Oh, actually, maybe this will convince this dude not to stay angry with us. Oh no, but he likes this, never mind. Psh, behold this blessing. Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength. That's not what is happening here. You would call this a blessing? They turned into noodles. Psh, such horrors. Flee for your lives. No, kill the things right now. Come on. Oh, you guys are wimps. Okay. Well, we're gonna help this dude. This beast makes for Alaport. I leave this place to you. I mean, I could just zip over there. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do this one. Splendid, splendid. Let all our spawn brothers be blessed with such power. You might be singing a different tune once you turn. Alright, time to nuke a fish noodle. This is the second time you saved my life, Shorewalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. But what of the Admiral? We must go to her aid. I'm sure she's got things under control. See? She had it covered. Oh, but their friend wasn't so lucky. I was too late. I'm sorry. Psh, there is no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plight. But what I cannot fathom is Dao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become slavering beasts. The fool believes it is a blessing from Leviathan himself. Okay, so we just gotta prove that it's not Leviathan doing this to this guy. Any hope for a peaceable solution will be lost should Dao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us. I shudder at the very thought, and yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes? Just so. The first ones to transform are those who have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more pained their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and the greater their influence over others. We can scarcely... fuck, I didn't mean to click that. We can scarcely hope to stand against a legion of such foes. Would that there were more my people could do to help. I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy, that we might slay it with all due haste. But this well may amount to naught. If the blasphemy too was born from Sahagin, it could be sheltering in the depths beyond the reach of our ships. In that case, pray allow my spawn brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath the sea. Thank you, Null. Through our efforts combined, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for the cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to rest as they deserve. You have my gratitude, Admiral. And with that, we should return as well. There's much work to be done, and I would see it done quickly. Gaddis, I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Sahagin described. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present, it is plain they intend to seek one out. Redouble our patrols offshore, and inform me at the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done, Admiral. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Garlemald, yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work securing reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon. Old heroes never die. The Secretariat appears to have been waiting for you. The Admiral left a message for you, and the news is not good. It appears that a Lominsan merchant ship was assailed by a Sahagin raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. To further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Ogomoro. Oh crap, now we're going to involve multiple people being mad at us? The Admiral suspects that Dao means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She has gone to meet with Null that we and our Sahagin allies might take swift action. Here we go again. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to the worst, your experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray make for South Tide Gate and rendezvous with Admiral Blofsven at once. Thank you for coming, Gaddis. The situation is grim. The Crushing Tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Ogomoro crystals. Though their aim is clear, it appears they yet lack the quantity needed to perform the summoning. Dao longs for the days when every Sahagin cried out for the Lord Leviathan's deliverance, and will stop at nothing to see them return. I cannot fathom what the Crushing Tide are thinking. What satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god? Well, maybe they don't think it's false, I guess. And so we must thwart their designs, lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy nor the transformations its presence may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we can commit to at the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose? I mean, hey, sometimes some people just need to get the smack laid down on them. Let's see. Might we turn to the three great pirate powers for aid? That's not bad. We got a secret-ish guardian dude in there that might owe us a favor or two. Let us recruit the Yellow Jackets for the cause. Yellow Jackets suck. They're like fucking budget cops or something. They almost never handle shit properly on their own. Sounds like a job for the Company of Heroes. I would normally say Company of Heroes, but I think they're stretched pretty thin all over the place currently, you know, trying to help Garlemald and all the different nations and stuff. I kind of want to ask the grade 3 pyre powers. This is a Limsa Lominsa issue, so maybe locals would be the better choice. I also just want to see Carmelin again. As it happens, I've already enlisted the executioners, the krakens, and the sirens to the cause. They've done much to bolster the Maelstrom's efforts to scour the seas for the blasphemy. So for to seek reinforcements, we will have to turn elsewhere. Ah, goddammit. But to whom? Oh, you're gonna have to make me go through all these. Yellow jackets suck. Please don't make me pick yellow jackets. Okay, Company of Heroes then. Alphino's crew. The Company of Heroes. Now that's a name I've not heard in some time. I mean, when was that? Hatch 5.5, I think? 'Tis true that they answered the call for many a time. Indeed, other than you and yours, they are arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. Wait, okay, am I getting this wrong? Is the Company of Heroes not the Grand Company of Eorzea? Is that a different group? Fuck. Maybe I am wrong. Oh, okay, so this is a different group. I'm wrong. But they disbanded over 5 years ago, and neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since. Aye, absent their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause. I mean, just have the Warrior of Light, me, come by and say, hey, I need some help. I think I should be respected enough to draw some interest. And yet, I can think of no better option. I'll contact Weiscat, their erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he will not hear us out. I will ask him to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Let us hope he is receptive to our offer. Null, might I trust you and your brothers to continue the search for the blasphemy in the meantime? Of course, Admiral. Should we discover anything, you will be the first to know. Okay, so Company of Heroes is apparently a group during, like, ARR and also before Realm Reborn that dealt with primals. It's been, like, forever since I did the ARR story, so I guess I must have gone through that at some point, but that was probably back in, like, 2013, 2014, so it's no wonder why I don't remember. But maybe this will be a nice refresher course, potentially. I mean, Brayflox was apparently in the group, too, so it must have been a very interesting group of people. My apologies for the delay. Oh, music stop? So you are alone, so your plea fell on deaf ears. Well, let's try to be dramatic. And here I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing a hero. Who are you? Oh, this dude. Why Scat? Oh, Brayflox. Vaguely familiar looking people. I think I actually kind of remember these guys visually. Could someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligations these days. Oh, that sounds fishy as hell. Take that pole arm out your arse, old friend, and stop pretending you're still not a murderous bastard at heart. Watch that wicked tongue of yours, Odo, yes, lest I skewer it and prove you right. Ah, nothing like the reunion with dear companions over a bottle of the wench's finest vintage. That is why we're here, right? Gosh, long time no eye catch up, Landers. Brayflox's tummy tickled to see Gobby friends again. Thank you for assembling on such short notice. There's too many S's. I feel like I'm shushing out of here. Spare us the pleasantries, Admiral. Why are we here? Well, you'll never guess. There's a kind of a primal that needs tending to. I make a simple request. Form the Company of Heroes and lend Limsa Lominsa your strength. Watch them all stagger in surprise when she asks this. Yep. You've a reason, I'm sure. I would hear it. Well, you see, these Sahagins are being dipshits, and... So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as a blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sahagin into ravening beasts. At the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves the Crushing Tide, had declared their intention to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, we would be hard-pressed to deal with the primal while dealing with the other threats. A right pickle indeed. But the answer is no. What? You asshole. The commander disbanded the company. And as his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order. Sod that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Good on you, Ellison. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Ladinel. But do you truly believe we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time. I mean, hey, Merlwyb's here, she's a good commander, I'm here, I'm fucking awesome. You can get a new commander for this temporary mission. Ah yes, your commander. What if Gaddis here was to lead you in his stead? Surely you would not question his abilities. Why am I surprised? I would have said that same thing. An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be averse to serving under such a decorated hero. Psh, God befriend his goodly head for fighty think, and goodly arms for thinky fight. As ringing as an endorsement as any, but I would hear it from the man himself. Do you believe you are capable of leading the company of heroes into battle? Better battle than a banquet? What? Because they're past their prime? If you... I'm going to challenge these fuckers. If you've the stones to follow me. Now that's the confidence I'd expect from my commander. Very well then. Consider us yours to lead. 5 years to the day. Truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life. But when duty calls... Wait. Before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander? Oh, who was their commander again? Was it the guy pretending to be Mistbeard? Forgotten how he took his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we could each find our own way apart from him and the company. I doubt we'll see him again, much as I wish we could. To the matter at hand, the missions you will undertake. First, you are to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the Crushing Tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And here I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what. Sounds like a job for our acting commander. I'm sure he'll give us I'm sure he'll give it all due consideration. Sure, I'll randomly assign you guys slots. So if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down this so-called blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We've also got to protect the Crushing Tide from summoning their god, Leviathan. Tall order in and of itself. As the acting commander, it's your job to decide who will be doing what, based on the skills we each have to offer. Oh. Could this actually play out differently? Somehow I doubt it, but that's interesting. I'd recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths, of course, of the storied veterans under your command. You know, for veterans, you guys are wearing some old-ass armor. Okay, this is your interview, your job interview. My specialty, you ask? Why, impaling fiends with this lance of mine, of course. The stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It would be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Set me against that so-called blasphemy and I'll have the thing on a skewer before you can say Merlwyb blowfussen. That's a mouthful. Pursuing and slaying the blasphemy. Preventing the... I mean, he's kind of right. You're going to need somebody super active to attack a blasphemy. I'm perfectly fine with giving him the chance to do that, so let's have him go after that. A wise choice. Send Landaniel after the Sahagin, and he's likely to help them summon Leviathan to sate his bloodlust. Okay. Good so far. I will speak plain. I am not some battle-crazed barbarian like Landanel. As none of the U, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any that to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser is it to observe from afar and proceed with caution. Well, then you're no good for a blasphemy, because that's going to be some quick action. You should probably help prevent the summoning. Very astute, if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect Udo Nun. Nun, huh? That means he gets around. As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I can still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather it not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited to scouting and searching. It wasn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I'd like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like. Oh. Well, what is your ability, though? Are you like a mage? I mean, if you can't see well, you're gonna get fucked against something that you'll need to have a lot of precision, like... Oh god, this is gonna be hard. I think the summoning. You're talking about negotiations. Let's help you with the summoning. You have a keen sense for these things, I see. More so than the reconnaissance or battle, Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved. Good. Yeah, he didn't seem like the type. I mean, if your vision's impaired, you probably don't want to be going up against something that'll kill you. Pshkaw! Brayflock's master remaker of Illuminati treasures offers much hand-lending with her ingenuity. Far-seeing spyglass sees far into ocean deep. Crackfires go boom and blast beasts into bitty pieces. Now, from doing her dungeons, she loves action. So I actually think she'd probably be better for the blasphemy because she's constantly running around doing like explodey shit anyway. Primal summon, I mean, she'd probably be good for both, but I kind of want to see her do the blasphemy. A logical choice, if I do say so myself. Brayflox's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling that beast. Yeah, we get the two bloodthirsty people and attack the beast with that, and then you get the people that don't want to fight and you have them do the negotiation. See, I'm a good commander. It would seem everyone has their assignments. And I dare say the choices you made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know better, I'd think you'd been leading us for years. I mean, I got a lot of experience. Like, how many years has this game been out? And with that, it's timed we got to work. I have procured link pearls for one and all, that we can keep each other apprised of our progress. You may pick them up from the Maelstrom Command. Wait, so what's Wyskiat doing? Is he just sitting around? He's a big fucking Rogan, and he could do shit. Unless he's just gonna tail me. We'd best be off then. Should we need to regroup or reconsider our strategy, call for us. So I could switch you guys around at the 11th hour? I actually like the groupings right now. Keep them the same. I will return to command and share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sahagin friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Gaddis. It's Commander Ronfar to you. Gaddis, the Admiral has apprised me of the situation in full. Furnish Gaddis with a link pearl, yes? I got so many of them. Hopefully I have room for one more. Of course, Admiral. It would seem the company is trying to reach us. Did they already start doing stuff without me being there? Oh there, Commander. Just give the word and I'll come running. Lower your goddamn voice, will ya? Watch your tongue or I'll track you down and rip yours out. Oof, that is a spicy couple. They sound more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where Gaddis comes in. I'm trusting you to whip them back into shape. Making them a force to be reckoned with. Are we gonna do like a team building montage or something, like them training? That would be funny. I'll have the Secretariat contact you if there are any developments. I would convey them to the entire company by link roll, but we cannot afford anyone taking reckless action. In the meantime, I'll reach out to Null and see what he has gleaned about the crushing tide and their hideout. Let us hope for good tidings, Commander. Do I get my own ship? Can Karalan drive it? A mother's suffering. The Secretary... Uh-oh. So what's the urgent news? Grave news, Gaddis. We just received word that Candlekeep Quay is under attack. Which one is that? Is that one of the Sahagin places? It would seem the crushing tide has struck again. The Admiral asks that you deploy the Company of Heroes at once. Our man here will act as your signaler. Oh. Okay. So how does this work? The Company of Heroes is awaiting your orders. Oh, so I don't get a choice. I just click on an extra NPC. Candlekeep Quay! Both Landonel and Udo Nunn should be close by. What are your instructions? Landonel is a hot-headed warrior who lives for the thrill of battle, while Udo Nunn is a calm and calculating hunter. Yeah, I knew this. Both can serve you well, but better if assigned to a task suited. I thought I just paired these guys up earlier. Why am I doing this again? See the residents of Candle Quay to safety. Drive the crushing tide away. I mean... Oh, yeah, no. We can't have him see them to safety. Just drive him away. He's too hot-headed to be calm for people. Consider it done, Commander. Okay, and now Udo gets to see the residents to safety. That's certainly better handled. Understood. The rest of us will head there at once. Okay, so I'm probably going to have one of these tests with the other two then. I'll tell the Admiral you and the Company of Heroes are on their way. Godspeed. It might be interesting to redo this once this is in the New Games Plus to purposely pick the wrong choices and see if that actually impacts things at all. But I guess I'll have to wait till this is available on New Games Plus. Worry not, the tide has already ebbed, if you follow my meaning. Perhaps you're curious how your men carried out your orders. You'll be pleased to hear that Landonel led the attack with his characteristic aplomb, dancing amongst his foes with such speed and ferocity that dancing among his foes with such speed and ferocity that were dizzying to watch. Good. Udo Nunn made full use of his talents in leading the rescue effort. Not a single man, woman, or child suffered so much as a scratch. Good job. I had my doubts at first, but you passed your first trial as acting captain with flying colors. Wait, am I a captain or a commander? Aren't those two different things? The battle is over, I see. 'Tis good to see the Company of Heroes can still live up to its name. I demand answers. Why did you target Candlekeep Quay? Psh, I spit on your questions, filthy shore walker. I was hoping we might do this the easy way. But if you insist. You can smack it out of him? So you would torture us? You shore walkers are all the same. Savage brutes, the lot of you. I mean, you guys are pretty savage yourselves. Torture? Please. We're not so uncivilized as that, my slippery friend. Psh, shkaw. Oh, she's got a fucking knife in her hands. Brayflox's shiny treasure will have fishermen trading tongue flaps in no time. Allow me to explain. Shamani, Lamani, and Brayflox are well practiced in the art of interrogation. Shamani has a sharp mind, as I'm sure you've noticed, and a knack for getting information out of uncooperative types with a minimum of fuss. Brayflox, on the other hand, her methods can be unconventional, to say the least, but it's hard to argue with the results. Oh, do I get to pick? Ha, welcome, Ender. The choice is yours to make. I mean, I love Brayflox. This dude's been an ass. I think he deserves a little tough love. Brayflox, I choose you. Psh, if Fishman will not spit out truthy words, Brayflox's treat will have Fisherman spit out something else. Oh shit. Psh, what is this? Nah, so vile, so putrid, this stench. Did she fart on him? What's going on in the dark? Blech. Psh, shkaw. Stinky sweet of aged gobby cheese is strong, yes? Makes many nose tickles and stomach turns. Our finned friend spit something up all right, though I'd rather he hadn't. Fine, I will speak, dirty shorewalkers. I should just get that foul poison away from me. Oh, good job, Brayflox. Again, I ask, why did you target Candlekeep Quay? Dao himself gave the order, said we must establish a foothold in preparation for our assault of the city. Uh-oh, that's not good. He means to attack Limsa Lominsa itself. With your numbers, that would be folly. Yeah, well, he's gonna turn a bunch of people into blasphemies, probably. Psh, Speaker Dao commands power beyond the comprehension of your shore walkers. We have dealt with the Leviathan before. You misunderstand. Speaker Dao says it is greater power still, the very first being blessed by our Lord. Yep, it's the fucking blasphemy. The blasphemy. Tell me where Dao is. Psh, an island far to the south and east. There he performs the rite that will summon forth the Divine One and deliver my brothers and I to glory. Thank you for your cooperation. I suspect that Dao is hiding out somewhere in the Sealade. What the fuck is that word? Sealdales, a deserted isle, most likely. I don't know much about these so-called blasphemies, but can they truly be tamed so easily? No, which is what's weird. They usually do their own fucking thing, so the fact that this guy can control them is very strange. We have no evidence that they can, but we must operate under the assumption that Dao has found a way. I will ready a ship. We set sail for the Sealades at once. Prepare yourselves, and meet me at the docks as soon as you're ready. I'll have Shamani and Brayflox continue their interrogation in the meantime. Our friends here might still be hiding something from us. Everyone's here? Good. We make for the Sealades in search of Dao's hideout. Our friend Null will be waiting for us there. The blasphemy too may be present. Be vigilant and keep your weapons at the ready. Do you see this giant Reaper scythe behind me? Well, Commander, do you have any words for your men on the eve of battle? I get to say stuff? The duty of the strong, all for one. They like strength, especially Landonell, so let's say this one. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Oh yeah, that's their creed, isn't it? So that's it was also a good choice that I didn't realize. Oh, this is creepy. Fancy meeting you all here. We meet again, Tao. Where is the blasphemy? Tell us now so we may end this madness. Are you gonna turn into a blasphemy? Where are we? Why are we in like a cave? I thought they said it was an island. Oh, that is maybe the biggest one yet of the blasphemies I fought. What in the fuck? Speak of the bloody devil. Oh, you better get out of here. Psh, there it is, the dread beast I saw beneath the waves. The source of our woes. Let's get to it. Oh, no, 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 no. The echo of all the times. So they can tell now when I'm having a headache. No, stop. Good. Have the echo late. No, no. Oh my god. Very insistent echo. Defend the commander. Oh shit. Well, I appreciate the defense. Can I just attack though? No. No. Oh, that's a fish queen. Psh, I bring grave tidings, my queen. The wretched shore walkers poison the minds of my spawn brothers with false words and foul magics. Our poor beguiled brethren renounce Lord Leviathan and name him a false god. They treat with Limsa Lominsa, and some even call for an alliance. We must summon him, that the lost might receive of his blessing anew. This I would gladly do had our stock of crystals not run dry. Spawning time is nearly upon us, yet you fight and bicker amongst yourselves. How am I to birth a new brood when my children grown stand divided? So maybe she doesn't want to fight? Who dares enter the sacred chamber? Forgive my intrusion, Queen Mother. Forward-thinking Sahagin. I speak for the Sahagin who seek an accord with the shore walkers. A new age is upon us. We needn't turn to false gods, nor foment bitterness and bloodshed in our precious spawning grounds. The shore walkers have changed. They endeavor to understand us, to share these lands with us, that they may have peace and that we are spawning grounds. Could this be true? Lies! Lies! Do not be deceived by that one's delusions, my queen. He is a heathen who has strayed from Lord Leviathan's light. So this dude is like fucking Jafar. And he's just poisoning the royalty, which might otherwise be convinced to go the peaceful route. The shore walkers are oath breakers now and forevermore. As they extend one hand in friendship, they clutch a dagger in the other. We are beasts in their eyes, deserving naught but slaughter. Oh, for a blessed moment I felt the faintest touch of hope. But you are right, Tao. They are demons, and we are damned. Oh no, she's gonna despair now. Oh, for woe, my poor children have lost their faith. Their minds poisoned by lies, they turn away from the Lord of the World and cast their lot with the enemy. 'Tis so, my queen, 'tis so. We'll have no choice but to abandon our sacred spawning grounds and to sink to the ocean's floor to rot and decay. Tao, dearest of my children, you tell them that we have no future. You poisonous asshole. How can I bring new life into this world knowing that my brood will have their hearts stolen and abandon me? How can I bear this unbearable sadness? I cannot! Oh, wow, that was a quick turn. What's happening? Please, my queen, you must calm yourself. Oh, that's not good. So how does it eat everybody except for him? Such power, such beauty, a blessing from Lord Leviathan himself. Well, this guy's too far gone. I think he believes his own shit. Okay, wake up time now, please. Must get up. Oh, okay, so they didn't do much. So this is a blasphemy, eh? You can see what all the fuss is about. Have your wits about you? Good. If you can fight, now is the time. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. Psh, strike now, my queen! Send the shore walkers and their honorless leader to her death! What is happening here? Wait, what? Portal? What the fuck move was that? I fucked everybody up. What's happening? I can't feel my legs. I got paralyzed, like Paralyzed 3 or something. How did he not get affected? I'm the warrior of light. I should be able to get out of this. Psh, why, mother? Are we not your children, too? Apparently not. Gonna just do it again? Somebody have rescue, by any chance. Damn it, we cannot weather another blow like the last. Oh, who the fuck is this? The commander? Old commander? Still don't know what in the seven hells has happened, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna go down without a fight. Steady, the beast is feeding on our ether. Will not survive a head-on fight. You gotta, like, strike and vanish? Landonel, Udo, remember the company's stratagem when faced with overwhelming odds. Which is... smoke bomb? Good plan. Retreat, retreat, let's get ourselves the bloody hells out of here. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. I mean, I can stay and fight? Wait, what? Is Dao gone too? So who is this? What? Am I supposed to know this person? Damn it all. We'd have better luck holding back the tide. How goes it, friends? Is what I would normally ask, but judging from the muttered cursing I gathered, did not go all that well. We barely escaped with our lives. To think the damn beast had the power to stop us in our tracks, literally. What do we know of the creature's origins? Was it once a Sahagin, as you suspected? Yeah, it was the mom. Mayhap the echo afforded Gaddis some insight. Not pretty. Psh! Tao's villainy knows no bounds, sowing seeds of despair in our Queen Mother's heart, that she might transform into that monstrosity. If she was the first to turn, there was nothing deliberate about it. Still, it's clear that his words served as a catalyst. If we kill the blasphemy, it'll be tantamount to killing the Sahagin's queen. That's not going to endear us to them one bit. Yeah, and you can't bring them back once they've turned either, so you're kind of fucked. Better find a new queen. I cannot turn my spear against the mother who birthed me, let alone take her life. Well, let us handle it. Out of curiosity, did anyone see who fired that shot? Were it not for them, we'd all be dead. I know not, but we must formulate a plan, and quickly. My scouts tell me that the blasphemy has left the island and now roams the open sea. I will order them to continue the search. In the meantime, we must find a means to overcome the beast's formidable defense. We must find a means to overcome the beast's formidable offense. Leave that to us. Time and time again, we've used our wits and experience to triumph over the longest odds. To defeat your enemy, you must first know your enemy. Tell me, Commander, what do you reckon was the most valuable knowledge we gleaned from our initial encounter? That the blasphemy is the Sahagin queen transformed? That the blasphemy has the power to absorb ether. I mean, knowing it's the queen doesn't really change what we gotta do, but that it absorbs ether is pretty important. So maybe the less people around, the better to absorb from? I concur. Now that we know how the beast disables its foes, we can use this knowledge to devise a proper defense against it. But that is not all we have learned. While the blasphemy can maneuver through the water, it also frequents caves and the like. Our best chance of defeating it would be in such a place. Really though? Because wouldn't that be its home turf? Wouldn't you want to defeat it where it's not comfortable? Oh, well, whatever. Our only chance, I dare say. I will send scouts to identify any and all large caverns and coastal areas that could serve as shelter for a massive creature. Well, yeah, okay, so it makes sense to find them there, but you would want to pull them out of their comfort zone when you fight them. To ensure the safety of our people, and to have any hope of peace with the Sahagin, this is a battle we must win. All your strength and wisdom will be needed in the days to come. Dismissed. Come, let us share our findings with the Maelstrom. Now that we have seen what the blasphemy is capable of ourselves, it is more plain to me than ever that it must be slain. Reach out to all trade ships entering and departing Limsa. Inform them that any sightings of the blasphemy are to be reported to Maelstrom Command at once. Understood, but given the beast's abilities, how do you intend to overcome it? I trust that the company of heroes and Gaddis, experienced primal slayers all, will find a way. And yet I would leave no resource untapped. There is one whose expertise I would call upon, if he would agree. Even Wyskiat is at a loss as to his former commander's whereabouts, but mayhap Eisnar could offer some guidance? No doubt you are still fatigued from the battle with the blasphemy. Pray rest while you are able. When we are ready to take further action, you will hear from me. Till then, take care. Out of the shadows. Yeah, this person here. Who the fuck is this? The Secretariat's resigned expression speaks volumes. Ah, Gaddis, I wish I had better news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us. Can you hear me, Commander? This is Wyskiat. I have an idea how we might take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you're able. Oh, beach time. Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed and stay safe out there. No time for a vacation, Wyskiat. Apologies for having you come all this way, Gaddis. Ever since our encounter with the blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed, and my companions fare no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest was still with us, He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp he could spot a foe's weakness with a single glance. It's thanks to him that we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan, and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric. And yes, I know you could say that about all the company members. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades even if we asked, but an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. Whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later, he'd show himself. Forked road here? Didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad sunlight or the dead of night, he'd always be watching from afar. With any luck, he still is now. That sounds very vague. But I've rambled on enough. Go on now. This may be our best and only hope. So we have to enlist the help of a creeper. Is that my whistle? Here I was, enjoying my retirement. Why do you have to go and bloody whistle? Is this the guy? Yes, who is this? Am I supposed to remember this person? There's so many heroes that look the same to me. Call me Lorenz. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. Oh, okay, so if he's introducing me, then we probably hadn't met before, right? No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. I like your outfit, though. How can I steal it? Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Weisskiat, then old Mistbeard himself. Ha! As if those old codgers could ever catch me. And now Eorzea's storied arrow summons me forth. No need to say why. You're gonna ask me for your help to take down the blasphemy. Good, then you can say yes and we can move on. I'm not asking you. I'm ordering you. Have you forgotten the duty of the strong? These are both pretty valid because they all seem pretty committed. Although Weisskiat did say that an order would kind of read better to this dude, so let's order him. You drive a hard bargain. I like that. Who am I to refuse an order from the company's acting commander? So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty you task me with? I trust— whoa, now he's sounding super piratey. I trust ye do have a plan. Bet your ass I do. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. Yeah, the one you had to save us from, remember? I can tell you like getting up close and personal with your foes. I mean, I'm a melee DPS, what the fuck am I— well, I mean, I have a couple long-range attacks, but yeah. So you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited for that role? Merlwyb and her twin muskets can handle the job. You, of course. Let's get you into the mix. So let's say you. Damn right. My eyes are amongst the keenest in the realm, as you've doubtless heard from Weisskiat. In pure marksmanship, none in Limsa are the Admiral's equal. Yet Merlwyb is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. It's a cool gun. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I often come here to admire the sea. If you would, indulge me for a moment and I'll spin ye a yarn. Just try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled the Rotano. I was one of them, as was Merlwyb. We were led by none other than our old man Blowfist Blowfison, the most feared captain of the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is. Stern and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all. Till that fateful day. Was in the year 1562, the 6th astral era. Lominsan merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagin. Around this time, Blofus had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Merlwyb, his pride and joy. She was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Oh, Blofus had a noble streak, he did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. That sounds like some kind of slur. Merlwyb led the effort, and we fought day after day to keep the seas safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece. Until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, a Sahagin survivor with his last breath summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our masts and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantmen as our own ship sank. Not to do but wait for the end. Then comes Blofus and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire, and he did. But the League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again. For even though we'd escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Blofus, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's done. Or he was done at that point. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. Didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day, his words devolving into crazy rambling. Then one day he vanishes, taken off with half our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep along the Sahagin. At their helm was none other than Captain Blofus, who cast his lot with the fishbacks. Merlwyb knew what had to be done, and to her credit, she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, sneaking off under cover of night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first, wanted to leave me out of it, she said. But seeing as I made myself known when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets fell in one after the next as my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar. We cut a path to the center of the isle. It was there we found Blofus, or rather, the miserable wretch she'd been reduced to. All bones, with skin shriveled and a tangled mat of white hair, eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the World. Oh, wow. Merlwyb, well, he looks normal in that picture. He made him sound like he was a zombie or a wraith or something. Merlwyb challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so, with only me there to witness it, Merlwyb ended her father's life. She was lucky, even as a tempered being, that he held it together enough to honor a duel. What if he had just immediately turned around and shot her? That would have been real short. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Merlwyb. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. I often think back upon that day. Seeing her charge into battle, muskets ablazing, might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Blofus taught her, and she knows no other way. I love Merlwyb. She's probably my favorite of the 3 city-state leaders. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows, and it's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me. But watching you from afar has answered that question. You mean so the many, many times I've saved people's asses from primals and gods and enemy, factions like that? That stuff didn't do it, but watching a single battle did it? Okay. Aye. Tell Weisket and the rest of my no-good companions that Lorenz stands with them. Alright, whatever it takes. Fine. Did Lorenz show himself? Oh yeah, told me some stories too. Haha, now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Just one thing, Gaddis. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention Lauren's involvement to the company. Landonell in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. Why, did they have some bad blood going on? At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak. If the latest reports are to be believed, we are drawing ever closer. And with that, I'd best get back to it. Can I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom? Until we meet again, Commander. The search for the blasphemy continues, though I understand you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. Yeah, we have to figure out how to actually kill it, so we need more people. A marksman by the name of Lorenz, eh? The Admiral will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much call for his skills until the blasphemy is found. Rest well and prepare yourself as necessary in the meantime. Lorenz? Why does that ring a bell? Ah, here we are at the end, to calmer seas. The Secretariat appears visibly dismayed. Despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... sorry to interrupt, but I have an incoming communication from Weiscat. Hello? Commander, we've snared ourselves a blasphemy. We've our erstwhile companion, Riol, to thank. Hey, Riol! Knowing that the creature was once the Sahagin queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving word, Shamani and Lomani directed the Maelstrom warships to the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into Sastasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Yeah, we already said this. I like this Avengers one. Company of heroes, assemble! You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly and it will go as poorly... Rush in blindly and it will go as poorly for you as it did the first time. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery? Pshkaw, pshkaw! Brayflox's gobby booms blast over big... Oh my god. Brayflox's gobby booms blast over big blasphemy into bitty pieces. Holy shit, Brayflox. Oh my god. A motlier crew you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle is joined, believe you me. This is Merlwyb. I will ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the winch once you've all seen to your preparations. So, the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. The blasphemy is still contained within the Sastasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end, navigator willing. Would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight, and yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, Null. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there is nothing left of her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Limsa Lominsa alike, the blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. Now, they're all brothers. Where are you guys going to get another mom from, to make more of your kind? Guess that's their problem. I do not want to slay your mother, but this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Psh, Admiral, all you say is true, and yet... Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like, and straight for the sea grot. You'd best make your way here and fast. Time to move out then. Any words for your men before we set sail? Today the blasphemy falls. Don't go dying on me out there. This sounds more... Don't go dying out... Don't go dying on me out there. Keep your heads cool and your weapons sharp. Our new commander sounded more and more like the old one. But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the company of heroes hasn't lost a step. Aye! We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Geddes and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook no further delay. To Sastasha. I always want to say Satasha, not Sastasha, so it kind of fucks me up. Psh, my queen, I beg of you, pray show your loyal son mercy. Ah, when there's no one else to eat, he's gonna come for you. Or she is, I guess. Oh, wow, squished. Well, that's the end of you. Oh, still a couple of you guys. Can't you see what's happening? Speaker Tao, why would our queen do such a thing? Because it's not your queen anymore. It is as the shorewalkers say. What we thought a blessing is, in truth, a terrible curse. Psh, the horror! We must away at once. And leave the shorewalkers to face our queen mother alone? No. I will stand with them. Oh, that's a surprise. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go! Psh, forgive me. Oh, maybe there's hope for you guys yet. Oh? Look who's here. With his Karen haircut. I was beginning to think you'd wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. Alright, you guys, back me up. I'm going in close. But enough talk. It comes. I mean, that phrasing, but yes. Alright. Can't do anything yet. Nope. Here it comes. We're counting on you, Lawrence. Is he gonna interrupt him? Okay. Aye, no enemy's weakness escapes my eyes. Okay, eagle-eyed dude, what are you doing here? Just one here. Oh. Okay, well that's not that hard. You just need enough bullets for 3 shots. Aye, there we go. Growl! Oh, there's a lot more of these things. Can you guys shoot those, please? See how easy that was? I reckon you could do it too, Acting Commander. But I'm not a machinist. Whatever. If we don't take out those orbs, this will be over before it starts. You ready? Yes. Yes, I am. Alright, where is this other guy? Oops, I fucked up. I already fucked up my rotation because I was too busy reading. Okay, can I kill this thing now? Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna go batshit on these. Through the maelstrom. Wait, what? Why can't I kill these things? There we go. Okay, can I please attack this thing now? There we go. Oh, come on. No! Get away from me, dude! God, just had to... Some of this AI sometimes, I don't know. If I'm already clearly in a spot, get the hell to some other spot. Okay. So now what? Just dodge those? Oh. Okay. What the hell? What is all this shit? Oh, okay. Hey, Waste Cat. I kind of didn't notice you there. I guess they're all just gonna slowly come in. Landonel's here. Udo's here. Where's oh, Black Fox is here. Where's the little Lalafell? Or is he so small that I can't see him? Oh. What? Oh, wow, what the fuck? Why is it so hard to kill these things? Okay. Okay, you have to do a LB1. Or is it LB2? Whatever. Jesus! Okay, this guy is fucking hard. Definitely harder than the previous blasphemies. What? Okay, so who's coming in now to save us? The real commander? Oh! Sahagin and friends! Nice! Good job, Null.
The winds favor us!
Bet your ass they do. Landaniel, Udo, now's your time to shine. That took a lot of people. You guys gotta find a new queen now. I wouldn't get too close to that thing. Remember, it siphons ether. Oh, it's like what she did with her dad. I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You will be remembered for the mother you were. Psh, Admiral, I have no words. Yeah, she understands. Now maybe these guys have come around now. Psh, our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Tao may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Lominsa live in harmony. Oh, man, Merlwyb is like the peacemaker after being a murderer for so many years. She's come around. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds. And it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, I know she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Limsa Lominsa will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Ilbrand? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, kobold, and Lominsan alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. I have never fought alongside shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spears. I guess psh to them is like yes. It'll take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. You're trying to sneak away like a dork? Just stick around. Why would you need to leave? Not getting away from them this time. You guys need a reunion. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Wait, he was the commander? So why did he fucking run away? Haha, Landonell, if you'd just allow me to explain. So this is why Wisecat said if you order him, he'll come. He's getting called out as the ex-commander. Let's be off before they drag us into this mess. What the fuck is this? You guys just reform your team. Why not? People need heroes these days. It's fashionable. They're all angry at him. He's like, calm your tits. Perfect timing, Acton Commander. You must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse, and it had better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking around the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Ha! Like you'd lot be happier if I ever showed myself sooner. I can hear your whinging now. What, you didn't think we could handle this on our own? Aye, I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather, didn't happen on the day of our duel. Wait, duel? What was going on between you two? Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited some goddamn more, and you still never showed up. But now I've got you, and I will have satisfaction. Oh, what is this? Xenos? What is this fucking Xenos Warrior of Light kind of pairing? Given Lauren's penchant for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say he'd cut it fine would be an understatement. And not by choice, as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. Wait, so he actually sucks with his sense of direction? I'm honestly surprised you never realized, Landaniel, that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed-upon location for your duel after the sun had risen and set half a dozen times. So is he like Zorro? Like Zorro always gets lost, like when he walks 2 feet ahead of himself. Navigator, take me. Shamami, you promised that'd stay between the two of us. Ah, Brayflox, you have a kind word or two for your old commander, don't ye? Uh-oh. Psh, call. Commander Lawrence, commander no more. New commander, friend to gobbies everywhere. Does many sweet works for gobby kind. Oh yeah, Brayfox always likes me. And there I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. What is this? Is this like some tsundere kind of pent-up love thing going on here? Come now, Landano. You know me better than... Oh! Not in town. Do not fight in town. Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard. Put that thing away! Put that thing down, I say. You could hurt someone with that. Get a better spear. Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right, if you haven't realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. I mean, to be fair, I didn't super see because there was a lot going on, and he ran into a place where I was supposed to be standing, but we'll put that aside for now. Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now I reckon it's about time you gave your final order. Psh, cool. Company of Heroes band break once more? Brayflox never liked parting with gobby friends. Here, here. I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. You hardly need a company or commander to get you that. And should Limsa again be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? No, he wants to just fight. Just be their commander again, what the fuck? Ah, you goobers. It's time for ye to do what I once did. Give your men their final orders and send them on their way. Alright. Well, Brayfox is a girl, but I get your meaning. You've had quite the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Let the company of heroes be disbanded. Give Gegeruju my best regards. Who is that? I'm just gonna be nice, and since that's a name that they recognize clearly, I'll say that. Finally, I can enjoy some semblance of peace again. At least as much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been rough sailing at times, but I rather enjoyed serving under you, acting Commander Gaddis. I'm just gonna leave. Bye. Alright, you fiery Ellison. Well, if you've something to say, let's hear it. Let the company of heroes be disbanded. Return to the whalers and keep a murder... Oh, he's from the wood whaler? Yeah, I guess that makes sense with the spear. Return to the whalers and keep the murdering to a minimum. Don't give Ellisons a bad name, please. Ha! As if I needed you to tell me. While I enjoyed the diversion, I know as well as any that my true place is in Gridania leading a respectable life. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12's be a... What is this? I was a perfect commander. I instructed you guys exactly how you should go. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12 is my witness. I hope to fight as your side, by your side again. Farewell. Alright, see you, Lendanel. I await your orders, Commander. Looked after you, brave nun. I have responsibilities. A tribe that wants for my guidance and protection. I can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it's with some regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which there are many, they are my companions, and I will miss them. Is he supposed to sound like Puss in Boots or something? Maybe I got his accent wrong. Oh well. Alright, Lala. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Yeah. You owe me, little guy. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I... Oh, this is the dude in Wineport. I do vaguely remember some, like, wine-related quests with a guy, a little Lala in blue. It just didn't hit me until he said Wineport. Okay. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends there. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintages. Left to sleep in the barrels for many a summer, they come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same about our own company. Alright, Brayflox. Psh, shkaw. Brayflox wants busy work. Brayflox awaits Uplander's flip-flaps. No more cheese wars, please. There was some ridiculous cheese wars. Psh, shkaw. Brayflox feels heavy heart, but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brayflox had good times and happy feels with gobby friends, but good times will come again, and when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much fastness. Bye, Brayflox. And on that note, I ought to be on my way. You don't have to be. Oh well. Slipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, you know. But I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. You don't even look that old. What the fuck? How old are you? I've had my day in the sun. If ye succeed in brokering peace with the beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence. Brother. Bah, I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Blowfist's burden, and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Merlwyb. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of a retirement. Ha! But I've said too much. She works hard for her nation, for her city. Lauren's holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbrand towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks, too. Dare say ye almost did as good a job keeping my men to task as I could have done. Call it a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I'd never seen you before. Not unlike my old friend Miss Beard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. The blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tides agree to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sastasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us. Even after being freed from false gods' thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dao's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen's Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope you have shared with us. I ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you would not be averse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sahagin stand as one. That's good. Now I do not have to say the crazy talk with the dialogue anymore. Thank you so much. Just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed, but we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear we are united more by our similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Lominsans and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to of their own free will. No doubt Nolan and his brothers feel the same. Yeah, it won't be easy, but I think you can do it. Again, you have come to Limsa's aid, my aid, at a time where we needed it most. When next we meet, I hope 'twill not be as admiral and adventurer, but as friends. Mayhap trading war stories over ales at the Wench. You got it. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. And now you sound like Amric. You and Amric got to sit down and talk about being stressful with your job situation. If you happen to pass through radz-at-han, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. Yep. One day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good. But not yet, Father. Not yet. I think your father would be proud of you. Yadis, you return. Pray tell, what news from my homeland? Oh, I got you some good news, actually. Extraordinary! And a chance at peace with the Sahagin? These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you have helped to dispel the pall of despair that once hung over all of Vilbrand. Our people now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threat to Limsa Lominsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. Yay, I can dye my gear now. I think... I'm not using that gear, though. Let's have our little chat. That was pretty fun. Very similar... So, of the original starting city-states, I think that Limsa is actually closer to, say, Ishgard in terms of actually wanting real change. I am a little frustrated sometimes with Gridania and Ul'dah because it feels like they're still kind of maintaining the status quo with very minor adjustments. Ul'dah essentially is dealing with the same, politics game with the monetarists it was before, and Gridania is still just trying to appease those crazy fucking elementals and not really moving ahead too much. They're doing micro movements. But Limsa Lominsa is, breaking bread with I'm not going to say beast tribes because they're not beast tribes anymore, but different tribes, people that they previously were fighting for her turf, and making what seems to be real progress, similar to Ishgard with, just forming a new government and a new way of looking at things. So I have a lot of respect for both Merlwyb and Aymeric in that regard, and it left a very good impression on me after doing both of their role quests. So all we got left here is this dude in Doma. I have some feelings about Doma, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. We'll see next time, though. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.